Welcome to this Tuesday training all about the benefits of eating slowly. My name is Ashley Anderson, registered dietitian, personal trainer, and owner of Move Fully Nourished, where we help our clients reduce inflammation, gain control of their eating habits, move their bodies in ways that they love to live their best and most fulfilling life. So, what is one simple habit that you can do daily to improve your digestion, to reduce body fat, and to have greater satisfaction when you finish a meal? You guessed it, eating slowly. So when we eat quickly, it leads to poor digestion, increased weight gain, and lower satisfaction with meals. Meals are stressful, and it might seem like each meal is over too soon, which often makes you want to eat more. Or you end up finishing the meal before your natural satiety signals kick in, and then end up suddenly uncomfortable, overstuffed, and just full. So let's talk about the value of slow food. We're a rushed, distracted, too busy society surrounded by fast food places and even faster eating practices like finishing a meal in 5 minutes. Most people in North America eat pretty quickly, and we rarely take time to savor the flavor of our foods. Or sometimes we even chew too quickly and we rush the food no matter who we are. Even if you're a dietitian with a master's degree in nutrition and many additional nutrition certifications, like me, this is personally one of the habits I have worked over the years to break, and I'm still working on it at times. At Move Fully Nourished, we coach our clients and help them learn that eating more slowly is one of the simplest, yet most powerful things that you can do to improve your overall health. Here are a few reasons why. Why is it important to eat slowly? So number one, sensing satisfaction. One of the most important benefits of eating slowly is that it gives your body time to recognize that you're full. It takes about 20 minutes from the start of a meal for the brain to send out signals of satiety. Most people's meals don't even last that long. So imagine the extra food or caloric intake that you could ingest simply because you didn't allow your body time to register that it no longer needed any food. Now imagine the effect of those extra calories on your weight. So eating slowly also helps us feel more satisfied, which is just different than just being full. When you slow down or savor the flavor of a meal, you pay attention to the taste, the textures, you appreciate each mindful bite. You leave the table feeling good, even in your soul, even if you ate a bologna sandwich, right? Number two is improved digestion. Eating slowly also helps our digestion. So think of digestion as a chain reaction. As soon as we see, smell, or think about food, that's step one, we start salivating and prepare our body to put food into our mouth. Then saliva that contains enzymes helps to break down the food, moistens it for easier swallowing, and then the other digestive steps really to get your body ready to do the work to break down the food to absorb it. Our stomachs start to secrete more acid, our small intestine starts to get ready for some peristalsis, which means movement, and so on. If we rush this process, we force our GI tract to deal with particles before it's fully prepared to do so. This means that not only are fast eaters shoving more food in a given amount of time, it also means that the food that's coming in isn't well processed. Food is essentially landing in fast eaters' stomach in unbroken down lumps. So digestion starts in the mouth, so large bites that are inadequately chewed will be more difficult for your stomach to turn into chyme, which is that liquid mix of kind of like partially digested food, hydrochloric acid, digestive enzymes, and water that helps pass through our pyloric valve on its way to elimination. And then food that isn't properly broken down into chyme can lead into indigestion, gas, bloating, and down the road, food sensitivities, leaky gut, and who wants that? Number three is smaller portions. Without trying, most research on this topic suggests that eating slowly helps you to eat less. So it's especially useful information if you're trying to lose or maintain weight or just gain control of eating habits. Another caveat to this is that when people eat quickly, they often feel more hungry an hour later than if they ate slowly and mindfully. So not only does eating quickly lead to greater food consumption, it actually leads to less satisfaction. Number four is better hydration. Good hydration helps maintain the balance of our body's fluids, energizes our muscles, helps our kidneys and our bowels work more efficiently and improves the appearance of our skin. And one side benefit of eating slowly is that it seems to really increase water consumption during meals. So drinking more water may also play a key role in helping us to eat a little bit less during mealtime. But eating slowly seems to decrease hunger and lead to higher levels of satiety between meal times. So what's the biggest takeaway? Eating slowly, drinking more water, consuming less food, and feeling more satisfied. It's an all-around win. So eating slowly may not be a perfect, end-all be-all for weight loss, but it certainly will help you portion control and have greater feelings of satiety. On the flip side, the research done on eating quickly is pretty unanimous. Eating quickly promotes weight gain, it makes you feel out of control when you're eating, and just often leaves you feeling unsatisfied. So let's talk about these two. First, weight gain. Both large-scale population studies and research on smaller groups, such as like firefighters who habitually eat very quickly. And the results are fast eaters gain more weight over time than slow eaters. So if weight loss or maintenance is your goal, slow these meals down. And second, disordered eating and eating speed. If you've ever experienced a binge episode, you'll know the feeling, a powerful urge to get the food in there as fast as possible. So research shows that one of the hallmarks of binge eating is rapid eating speed. People who suffer from compulsive eating often feel out of control with their eating behaviors. After a binge or an episode of overeating, they feel guilty, ashamed, and regretful. The good news is that you can derail a binge or overeating episode and help yourself get back in the driver's seat simply by slowing down. In fact, this is a technique we use in our coaching program with our one-on-one clients. When you're in the middle of a binge or overeating episode that feels overwhelming, just try to slow down as soon as you realize what's happening. We call it our mindful snack method. S stands for stop, N stands for notice, A stands for acknowledge without judgment, C stands for curious, become curious about a solution, and K stands for kindness, responding to yourself with kindness. You might not feel able to stop eating right away, but that's okay. Most people can still slow themselves down even when the binge demons are howling. It's sort of like having somebody call your name when you're lost in thought, and it kind of snaps you out of your daydream. This is the simple binge slowly strategy that can often shift your attention and help you refocus, helping you regain a sense of control. So let's sum this all up. Most of us lead hectic, fast-paced lives, so it's understandable that we might try to rush our meals. But eating quickly does our body no favors. When we eat too quickly, we end up eating more than we need, which leads to poor digestion, often weight gain, lower satisfaction from eating. Eating slowly, on the other hand, makes for better digestion, easier weight maintenance, and much greater satisfaction from the meals that we're eating. Here are a few helpful tips to help you along this journey. So 1, sit down and eat in a calm environment with minimal distractions. Don't eat while driving, while watching TV, that's a big no, and then while texting. Pay attention to your food. The second is choose high fiber foods that take more time to chew, such as like fresh fruits and vegetables. Putting your fork down or utensils down between bites. Take a moment, breathe. If you're eating with other people, enjoy making conversations for a few minutes. The next one will be try setting a minimum number of chews per bite. It'll feel kind of strange to do this at first, and I always found it weird, but give it a try and see what you discover. Also, you could use smaller plates, different utensils like chopsticks. If you find yourself rushing, it's okay, but just put your utensils down, take a minute, refocus. If this isn't habitual for you, this will take practice. Or you could find another slow eater to pace yourself with them, like picky little kids or chatty dinner companions who hardly stop talking long enough to take a bite are often ideal for this. And then you really want to set aside the time, 20 to 30 minutes for each meal, preferably even longer for dinner. And don't just eat whenever you get around to it or treat it as an inconvenience. Oh, I have to eat. You're fueling your body and you're nourishing your body, and maybe you're spending quality time with friends and family while doing so. So that's important. It deserves an appointment. Thank you so much for joining me for this Tuesday's training. Again, my name is Ashley Anderson, and hopefully you've learned something new.